Right, so it's that time of year. For the blind veterans run from Moreton-in-the-Marsh down to Brighton. I've travelled up to wherever this is. I don't know where this is. I'm about 40 minutes from I'm about 40 minutes from Moreton-in-the-Marsh, and it's rained for a good, come on the lights, Chipping Norton. Right, let's start all that again. It is that time of year again for the blind veterans run, and I'm heading towards Stowe, 10 miles from Stowe on the 424. Yeah, I didn't do much video footage on the way up because the weather was shite, absolutely shite. And if Mr. Furigan's listening, your trousers ain't waterproof. I tried two lots of Duke trousers, neither of those were waterproof, lasted about 10-15 minutes in a heavy downpour. And these, I can't remember, these are the upgrade, they're more expensive than the Duke, and they lasted about 25 minutes and it was torrential rain, to be fair. So yes, your trousers aren't waterproof. But yeah, it was, what was it, an hour and a half, God, maybe even 2 hours of absolute torrential rain. The jacket survived. I think it's gone, no, it just feels a bit cool, but the jacket survived. Never went through the jacket at all, but the trousers, as I say, 20-25 minutes, that was them dripping through in exactly the same place as the rest of the trousers, straight through the crutch. Very uncomfortable. So as soon as it stopped raining, I stopped. I got myself a coffee and a bite to eat, only at some shitty services. I didn't want to go in anyone's pub or restaurant because with the textiles, it just, the outer layer sort of absorbs it, and the Gore-Tex allows it to run down. Well, it's not Gore-Tex, is it? I don't know what Furigan used. Dionysus is D-dry. I don't know what Furigan uses, but it just runs down. So while you're sat there, you just create a massive puddle. So, oh, where are you going? All over the place. So I didn't really want to go in anywhere nice and create a flood. So I didn't. So I just stopped at some crappy services, got myself a coffee and something to eat, and readjusted my moist self. Had a look on the map to see if I was still heading the right way, and I was. I'm not sure I am now, but it's half the fun of it. I've got, what's the time, 2:30. I've got a few hours before. It's half 5 till half 6 is dinner time at the Fireman's College. So I've got 3 hours to get there, and as I say, I'm about half an hour, 40 minutes away. Or did I say? I don't know whether I did. Yeah, just stopped off in whatever town that was. If I ever find out, I'll flash it up, but I don't know whether I will find out. And took loads of photos. If any of them have come out any good, I'll put some here. Well, not here. I'll splice it in. I'll splice some pictures in. There you go. Yeah, so stopped off, took a load of photos in different areas, and it's always somewhere. I've been up here, this is the 5th year I've done it, and I've always gone through that place, whatever it's called, and always meant to bring my camera and stop and take some pictures. And funnily enough, the worst weather I've had on one of these trips, and the sun comes out right where I want to take some photos, so hopefully some of the pictures will come out fairly good. I'm not the best photographer in the world, but yes, this is the 5th year running, and even with the rain, it's been nice to have a purpose, have a big trip. Well, I say big trip, it's only Oxfordshire. I live down in Brighton. But it's a beautiful part of the country, and if you haven't been up this way, get up this way. The roads are good, and everywhere I've stopped the locals have been friendly. And there's some really nice architecture, and there's some really nice scenery. There you go, look at that. 424. I think I'm meant to be on the 429 by now. Oh dear. I will have to stop and check this. Now the weather's good, I can get my phone back out. I did mean to buy a waterproof case to put my phone in, so I had some form of directions in front of me, but I didn't. So I haven't been able to put it on its little holder. But I'll stop up here somewhere and stick the phone on and see where I am and see where I need to go. But this is glorious. This is lovely. I was hoping for some really decent weather and to bring the Hayabusa up, but I think then you risk just everything going past in a massive blur. Oh, there you go, still on the road, 429. I'm saying thank you, but I'm taking the piss. I'm proper taking the piss because I want to turn right. I came through Burford. Was it Burford? Perhaps it was Burford I was in. It was such a gorgeous place though. The name Burford just doesn't do it justice. Yeah, it was unfortunate about the weather because I did want to go to a place called Duckling. And I never got to there, and Abing, that's it, you move out a bit more. Abinjabinja or something on Thames. I wanted to go there and take some photos because it just sounded like a nice place to go. But Didn't really get the opportunity. But there's always next year. There's always next year. XJR, very nice. The thing that puts me off getting a Jag, because I'd love to have a Jag, is the fact that we get so many of them in at work. And I work in the scrapyard, which doesn't bode well for Jags. Thank you. Oh, this is Stow on the road. So really, I'm about 10 minutes away from the place. I think this is where we get the petrol. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm lying. Shipping Norton. No, straight on. You see what I mean? It's just the whole area's full of this Cotswoldy type buildings. Very picturesque, very nice. And then you get tons upon tons of traffic rotting it with their fumes. Come on, coach, give us an inch. Yeah, this is unbelievable. The difference. There you go. See all them clouds over there? That's what I've had to be under. Well, even that, not too bad. It was dark. Let's put it that way. As I say, it's got to have been an hour and a half, 2 hours of just torrential rain, and the wind completely picked up as well. Probably some of the worst. I was going to say some of the worst weather I've ridden in, but I don't think it was the worst weather I've ridden in. I've ridden in worse downpour and really very forceful winds. I've ridden in, yeah, I've ridden it. That's probably about the worst I've ridden in. You know, I've had a bit of ice on the roads and stuff like that, but compared to absolute torrential rain with high winds, earlier on there were strong gusts and it was strong rain, but it was just the length of time, because usually if it's that bad I'll be commuting to work in it and that would be me done. But so the helmet was steaming up. Stop it. But yeah, it was the length of time. As I say, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. A trip to work is 20 minutes, so the worst I've ridden in was for 20 minutes. But that was torrential earlier. So this is, oh, this is brilliant. This is fantastic. It's a shame the roads are a little bit damp. I'll get very nervy when it's a bit damp. So yeah, a very welcome change in the weather. Because as I say, this is some of England's glorious countryside, and if it was still torrential rain, you would appreciate none of it. Or I would appreciate none of it. You'll be watching the video going, ha ha ha, look at that twat out in the rain. Ha ha. Thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, so just round the corner here. 3 o'clock. That'll do. Fire service collage. Not collage. Here we go. Alright. Alright. For the blind veterans run. Thank you. There we go. This is where we stay. Well, whoever turns up, that's where we stay. You don't stay. You just watch me turn up. And here I am, turning up. Wonder if there's any more here already. That's the building we usually live in. No. Unless they're sticking us in a different building. But it does look as though I'm the very first person to turn up. Oh, I'm so sad and lonely. Unless we're in a different building, of course. Which is BWD. Number two. Number two is there. Braidwood House, which Braidwood House number 2 is, let's go this way. I think I'm going the wrong way. It's that one over there. Oh dear. Am I allowed up here? I don't know whether I'm allowed up here. That's got no entry up there. Kerway. And Kerway. No industrial vehicles. Can we park out the front? No. No parking. Oh, what the hell is that? Right. I think I'm in that one. It's good when you're first.